Hello everybody, my name's Walter, and today I want to show you how you can build my 2x2 minecart slime elevator. You can see here in front of you. So first things first, a big thanks to the Redstone Scientist who gave me the idea for this build and asked me to design it. Then let's start with a little demonstration. So as most of the modern slime elevators, you just jump into one of those minecarts here. In this case we have 4 of those, and just press the button and wait until you're at the top. You just jump out of it and can do whatever you went up here to do. Okay, once you're done up here, you just have to jump down here, press the spacebar, and can just jump out of it, just like this. Okay, so that's for the demonstration. Now for the space requirements. As you can see here, it's a total of 6 blocks wide. The length of this whole build is 7 blocks, although the maximum length is only needed here at the bottom. The rest is a lot more slimmer. And the total height of this whole thing here depends actually on how many modules you build. So basically you have topmost module and the bottommost module that deviate from the rest, and then you have those middle modules that are just stacked on top of each other and make this thing here a bit more versatile. So anyway, the height is 11 blocks for the bottommost and topmost together, and then 6 times the number of middle modules. Okay, so now how much resources will you need? You will need some kind of building block again, then some glass blocks I'm using just to make it a bit more visible where the minecarts are at each moment. You can also use normal blocks for this. Then for the topmost module I'm using slabs. Now the required resources for the topmost plus the bottommost module are 1 redstone block, 8 slime blocks, 24 obsidian blocks, 20 redstone dust, 5 redstone torches, 9 repeaters, 3 redstone comparators, 12 sticky pistons, 2 hoppers, 2 buttons, make sure those are wooden buttons. Then you will need 4 minecarts and some rails to place those minecarts. Then for each of the middle modules you will need 3 redstone dust, 4 redstone torches, 3 repeaters, 3 sticky pistons, 4 slime blocks, and 15 obsidian blocks. And that's pretty much all of it. So now that you know what this thing here does and how much space you need and what resources you need, let's start with the actual building. So first, mark the center of your elevator with a ring of 8 immovable blocks, like obsidian here. Then go below the ones in the front, go down 2 blocks, and place an upwards facing sticky piston just like this. Then you can take out those 2 blocks again. Then place a 2x2 platform of slime blocks like this, and this is basically the space where the minecarts will be stored later on. Then go down here, place 2 blocks like this, then another 4 here and another one here. Place 6 redstone down like this and a repeater on the default setting here. Grab an obsidian block, place it here and another one here. Put a torch on the sides of it like this. Then another normal block on top of it with a torch on top of it, block on top, and some redstone on top. Same on this side. Then grab a few sticky pistons and place 3 on this side, like this, and on this side. Good. Now place 2 normal blocks at the back. Grab your 2 buttons and place them in 4 on the side of this. So then go to the back, place 2 normal blocks here with some redstone on top of it. Then go diagonally to them and place 2 hoppers facing into each other like this. From the hopper on the left, take an output with a comparator, run this into a obsidian block. Then diagonally to the obsidian block, place another normal block with some redstone on top of it. Block here and here. Then below this gap another block with a repeater under the default setting. Then again diagonally to those hoppers here, place 2 blocks like this with comparators. Then run this into another block with redstone top. Grab a few sticky pistons and place them on top of the comparators. Then grab your redstone block and place it in between. And now go to this side here, place a first grab a few redstone dust and place 2 down like this. Then go to this side, place in front of the redstone line a normal block with a torch on top of the piston here and on this side here. Block on top. Then diagonally a block with a repeater on 4 ticks. Run this into another block with a torch on top of it. And that's pretty much all of the redstone. So for now, let's use some glass and build it up to 4 blocks above the floor level. Don't forget to put some in front of those sticky pistons here and on top of this. And now it should work similar to this. We will be putting later on some items into this evo clock back here, but the number of items depends actually on the height of this whole thing here, and I will be showing you how to do this later on. So you can actually also fill in the floor here a bit, just like this. Okay, so now I will be showing you how to build the middle modules, and what you do is basically stack those modules on top of each other until you're almost at the top, and then you finish this whole elevator with the topmost module, but I will be showing you this when we are there. Okay, so let's start with the first module. For this, start with a 3/4 ring of obsidian blocks and a 2x2 platform of slime blocks, like this. Top this with another ring of obsidian blocks. Then go to the slime platform here. Place a sticky piston facing upwards in this corner. Then go back a few blocks. And you might have to be a bit tricky here. Place 2 sticky pistons like this. Then grab a normal block, place it here in this corner. Put a repeater on 4 ticks in this direction. Run it into an obsidian block. Put a normal block on the right, below the right sticky piston here. Then a block down here. Have a repeater on 2 ticks. Block behind the repeater. Then put some redstone dust on top of those 2 blocks. And another block here with some redstone dust on top of it. And that's pretty much the first module. So now to connect this to the next module, that would be following at the top of this one. First place a block here, put a torch on the side of it, block on top, torch to this side, block on top, then a repeater on this block on 4 ticks, run it into another block, torch on top, block on top, torch to the side, and block on top. And basically here would be the next block for the next module. So then you can grab some glass if you want to make this whole thing see-through, or you could use normal blocks for this part, and make sure you don't leave any free spaces here. And that's pretty much the first module. Now all you have to do is copy and paste this until you're almost at the top. And done. Now, as you can see, I built 1, 2, 3, 4 of those middle modules. And now I think it's time for the topmost module. For this, first we have to take out a few blocks again. So take out those blocks until you're at this point here. So first, let's start with the part here at the top. So again, we have our 3/4 ring of normal obsidian blocks and our 2x2 platform with the same sticky piston configuration and the same control circuit. So we have our repeater on 2 ticks here, normal block, obsidian block with redstone on top, block in this corner with a repeater on 4 ticks, block here with some redstone on top of it. And now we deviate a bit, so now we only have a 3/4 ring on top of it, and put either glass blocks or normal blocks on top of it. Those blocks will be later on visible when the minecarts are at the top. Or actually, they won't be visible due to the minecarts, but the minecarts will be resting on top of those blocks. Then go 1 layer higher, make a ring, and now I would recommend using slabs. And basically what you do is building your little holding area here. This is basically the topmost exit layer of your elevator. So now to connect those things here, first place a block on top of this torch here, then a torch on top of it, block to this side, make a normal block, make sure this is a normal block, run a repeater on 4 ticks into it, take an output with another repeater on 4 ticks, run it into another normal block, then take an output from there again with a repeater on 4 ticks. Now place a block here, run a repeater from the torch, this time on the default setting, put a block in front of those repeaters, then go up 1 to the side and place 2 blocks here, put 2 redstone down here, and a repeater on 4 ticks, like this. And now it's almost finished. So for now, place a block, for example here, then a rail on top, the minecart. Now remove this block again, and it's time to see if it works. You can actually just sit into the minecart and hope for the best, and as you can see, the minecart went to the top. Now it's time for some measurement. If you remember, I said that we will be putting some items into this EVO clock back here, and now is the time for this. So basically what the EVO clock does is it keeps those doors here closed as long as the elevator is moving the minecarts upwards and the minecarts are falling downwards again. And those doors mustn't open before those minecarts have been resting back at the bottom here. Otherwise, the minecarts would expel each other, and the front would be expelled and wouldn't really rest into this small area down here. So anyway, for this, let's start with a medium amount of let's say 8 blocks or 8 items. Okay, this is definitely not enough. So let's put in a few more. Okay, looks good, but it's a little too soon. Let's go with 14 items. And now this should actually do the trick. Perfect. Okay, now that we have this worked out, it's time to fill in the other minecarts. So same trick as with the first. Place a block with a rail on top of it, and then the minecart, and then remove the block again. Okay. So one final thing I want to mention is that this elevator has one big flaw, and that is if the minecarts here in the middle aren't aligned just right, they might glitch through the walls a bit. So as you can see here, this is a prime example for this. So what basically happens is that this thing here isn't really outside of the wall, and when it gets pushed upwards, it glitches inside of these blocks here. And what you can try to do is putting this repeater here on 2 ticks. This might help. And then pushing it back again. And trying again. And then, as you can see, it might work. If this doesn't really work, what you can do is, well, removing the minecarts again and replacing them. So, anyway, let's see it in action. One more time. And just get out of it. And if you want to go down, just let yourself fall down and keep pressing the spacebar, and you can just jump out of it, just like this. Okay, so that is how you can build my 2x2 minecart slime elevator. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and well, see ya!